Since our last van build update, we've been hard at work on the planning and building side of things so that our van life can become a reality again sooner rather than later. The moments we haven't been working on the van, we've been hard at work completing our day jobs, plus exploring more of Chattanooga and the rest of the Tennessee Valley. Today, we're catching you up to speed on what's been happening behind the scenes. So, let's go.
This is a quick update on what has been happening with our van. Things have been moving slowly. In the last week or two, we've really gotten a chance to actually get a few small things done. And so we're going to show you what those few things are. Also update you on some changes that have happened with our van or are going to be happening with our van. It's been a while since we did a last update. Things move slowly on van builds. You know, with production, things are being slow coming in the mail. It's just been a slow process, much slower than our first van. But another reason why it's been slow is just the weather. It's actually perfect outside right now, but Tennessee gets a lot of rain in the winter, and it's just been nasty. We do not have a covered place to work on our van, which is fine. We work around the rain. It's not ideal, but we do it. We are building out the van between rainy days. Unfortunately, the next week or two looks like it's going to be straight up rain. So this is probably the last progress we'll make on it for a couple of weeks. So let's get to it. First thing we did is we added the lights, and by we I mean Chris. Chris installed some extra lights on the brush guard from the Luminous, and it looks really cool. We finally had a chance to try them out a couple of days ago while it was raining. Check it out.
Again, as long as you comfort in.
Next up, we have put down our floor. We put down our rubber coin flooring, glued it down. It is down, and we love it. It's gonna be awesome and durable. It's already dirty, but it's cleaning up really easy too, which is exactly what we wanted. So the rubber floor is in. So just to fill you in, we've been working on the van nonstop for days now. Not that you'll be able to tell. A lot of it's happening behind the scenes, that kind of stuff. But, I forgot the key to the van. Take two. Got the key. Fill you guys in a little bit. Yesterday, part of the day, we spent cutting out our coin flooring. So we laid our subfloor down on top of the rubber floor that we're gonna be using. And then we traced around it, and then I cut it out, which was not fun because this stuff is really thick to cut. So I've got to get this glued down and get the van to a place where I can still work on it even while it's raining, because I'm trying to get the stuff that I have to carry in and out. Like, I don't want to be carrying wood or flooring or anything like that that's going to get wet on the way out to the van. Like, I'm trying to get the van to a place where I can just work on wiring and simpler, smaller things while it's raining, since we don't have a covered area to work on the van. I have double checked that the floor is on evenly and it's on straight on top of the subfloor. We're all good to go. I've got the glue that we are using to adhesive the rubber mat to the plywood underneath. It is marine grade. I've never worked with this stuff. It's got a lot of warnings on the bucket, but people online make it look really easy. I watched a couple of YouTube videos of others installing the same floor with the same glue, and they made it look pretty straightforward. But doesn't everybody on YouTube make everything look easy? If I find the videos that I watched, if I can remember which ones they were, I'll link them down below. But I'm ready to get cracking on this. Like I said, I'm racing the rain. It's getting really close. I can feel it. The wind is moving really fast now. So I've got to get this in, and then I'm going to put weights on top of it and just let it dry for a bit. So another reason why we haven't done the flooring until now is that on the bucket, it says that you need to have 24 hours straight where the temperature is above 65 degrees. It's been winter, and this is really one of the first times where it's not going to drop too cold at night. Since it's going to be raining, it's going to be pretty warm tonight. So this is the perfect time to get it installed. Let's go. The floor, the front half of the van, really past the sliding door, is completely done. It is just drying now. I put weights or bricks around the edges of it because it was curling up a lot. I read to put weights on it, but I didn't expect it to really need it most on the edges, and it's pretty much the entire perimeter. Like anywhere where there was more than like 3 inches, it was starting to curve up. Because of that, I don't really have enough weights to do the back half of the van too, so I may just have to do that later on today. I'm gonna let this part dry for a few hours and then hopefully have time to get the back part done before it rains. And I'm gonna go sit on the front porch because it's beautiful outside. Feels great. And I'm gonna work on some more of my blueprints and drawing. I'm working on building the wheel box and getting all the exact dimensions down. I'm working on figuring out placement for the electrical outlets and light switches and all that good stuff. The third thing we've done is we've sort of installed the flare trim rings in the bed. Our bed is by Flarespace as well. Boo. So we started to do the flare trim rings. Problem with that is that we really have to have the cabinets and all that kind of thing done before we can finish it up for a few reasons. We're gonna explain that now. You ready to go get some hardware? You wanna go see Ace? Let's go say hello to all your friends at Ace. All right, so we need stainless steel, flathead, 5, 6, 7.
Hey.
Uh-oh.
You are pretty. Come on.
He got what he wanted.
Yeah, you got what you wanted.
No.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
We buddies now.
That's right.
You grab this. He hasn't done this in so long. In there? That was embarrassing, Kramer. Where's your man? That was embarrassing.
Did we get everything we need?
I'm sure we didn't. I get stressed learning new hardware stores. Like I've been in this one I think twice now. I feel so lost. Every single one is so different. But I think we found what we need. They had the right screws, which was the big thing. I feel like stainless steel screws, flat-headed ones, are kind of hard to find. So, woohoo! Let's go. What do you think? You were not good dog. You made lots of friends. You know you're cute. We've got to get software system tomorrow.
Yeah.
Use what you got, as long as it's
Oh
safe.
my word. I know somebody's watching this and they're like, moment of truth.
Oh my gosh, did it go through?
No,
Are you sure?
it didn't go through. I mean, it went through the...
Let
but-
me check. Hold on, that sounded like it went through. Please let me go check that.
It didn't go through. It didn't go through. I told you. And
I will be so glad when this part of the van is done. I hate this. Did it go?
No,
Again?
Sarah. It did not go. It's locked.
Give
It
me
is locked.
Ugh. I don't even know how you'd fix a hole in the side of the van like
You
that.
just put a piece of bubble gum on it. Call it a day.
Double bubble.
Double bubble.
It's not funny.
So what are you doing?
I am Rust-Oleuming where the Rust-Oleuming, I can't say. I'm putting Rust-Oleum where we drilled holes so it doesn't rust. Just did it on the last one.
I know.
Oh, it sort of did it.
Hey, it works.
All right, so these are, instead of doing screws, they're rivet nuts, and they're supposed to be a little more clean.
Yeah.
Stronger, I think,
Look,
too.
you can't even. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's on there well.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to cry. What's that on? We have a wall. Why does my voice sound so squeaky? We have our first wall in our van, and I was jokingly saying, I feel like I need to cry, but I feel like I need to cry right now because this van has been so slow moving. It just finally to see something different besides all the insulation feels really good.
Maybe we should show them the wall. I think I should.
Oh, you haven't seen it? Show them the wall. Oh, careful. Look at this beautiful wall. All right, the fourth thing that we have been working on, and this has probably been the biggest headache of the entire van so far. We initially showed you guys the layout that we had designed. We were ready to go. We were so excited about the layout we had come up with. However, due to some miscommunication, our fan was actually cut in the wrong spot in our ceiling. Therefore, we had to change up our entire layout. Wasn't ideal, but things like this happen. So we had two options. We could either patch over the hole that was cut and weld around it and have somebody do that for us, and then we would just mount our solar panel or something like that on top. We didn't really want to have to do that, so instead we're working around it and we're changing our layout up. So what that means is we had to give up a full standing shower, and instead we're going to do something that's inside a bench, like a partial shower, a part-time shower. It's going to be really cool. We're actually really excited about this new layout, but it's been a little bit of a headache trying to figure everything out and figuring out how to work around the mistake in our ceiling. The reason we're switching from the tall standing up shower and why we have to do that switch is because where the fan is mounted in the ceiling, our shower would have been 24 inches deep, which would have been in the way of the fan. So the shower wall would have gone right up into the fan and it just would not have worked. So we're not going to do that now. Oh well. All right, so we told you guys we're changing up our layout. One thing we really did not love doing on our first van was building cabinets. We felt like that was our weakest point in our van. We just did not have good carpentry skills or any sort of thing like that. We did not have good carpentry skills. We are not welders either. So this time around, we are actually partnering with our friends Nomad in Calgary. They are custom building our cabinets for us. This was a special request. They agreed to do it. They squeezed us into their very busy schedule, and they're making this accommodation for us. So thank you, Pat and Alex. But these cabinets are going to be so cool, and these guys are way more talented at building vans than we are, so we feel really lucky that they got us into their schedule. We're going to buy them from them, and they're going to ship them down to the States. Right now, they said those cabinets will not be done until at least early May. We've got a little bit longer to wait, but the cabinets are going to be well worth the wait. So they have been busy helping us design, figuring out what this is going to look like. We're so excited to show you guys. In the meantime, we can't get a lot done on the van until the cabinets get here. We can't put in the ceiling, we can't put in the rest of the walls, we can't hook up lights, all that kind of thing. We have to wait on those cabinets to come in. However, we can continue working underneath the bed. So that means getting our electrical system put together. We can start running some of the wires, things like that that are not going to get in the way of the cabinets. Then, when the cabinets come in, this is including uppers and lower cabinets and our shower, because our shower is technically inside one of the cabinets. We're hoping that it'll be pretty seamless. We'll just install the cabinets into the van with very detailed instructions from Yama, and then we'll just connect the plumbing, connect the wires for the lights, put in the ceiling, and hopefully it'll be pretty quick and we'll be on the road. Our hope is by the end of May, right?
We hope so.
We hope so. And the last thing we have done on the van, since you guys have seen, actually we're about to do it, we haven't done it yet as I'm sitting here. We're gonna put in the headliner shelf. We ordered one last time we made our own headliner shelf, and it actually worked really well. We wanted it to be a little stronger this time, to be able to hold a little more weight. Since our van is gonna have a lot less cabinet space, since it's a smaller van, we wanted to better utilize the headliner shelf space. So we opted for an aluminum headliner shelf, and we're gonna install that now.
Pocket full of sunny.
Ta-da! I like it. It's nice. Nice and light. It's a lot lighter weight than ours was, but it's really firm. We made the headliner shelf in our first van out of 1/2-inch birch. We did do a little lip on the front, kind of like this one has. And then we wrapped it in industrial fabric, and the color of the fabric was actually called headliner. Worked well. It was just black, and it worked really well. We were happy with the product. Like, it really wasn't fancy, but it worked great. This time we're planning on putting things a little heavier. Like last time we used it for things like sweatshirts and blankets and I think Kramer's toys. This time we're hoping to use it for more of like storing our backpacks because we don't have anywhere to store them. So something a little heavier, and we're not going to put a ton of weight up there, but something that's going to be able to hold something a little bit more dense than the dog toys and the blankets of last time. So we went with this. This one actually already has a curtain rod on it, so we'll just put our blackout curtains right on there as well. We should be good to go. I don't know how long it's going to be till we have another van build update. We hope it'll be soon, but like we said, we're kind of waiting on the cabinet, so it may be we have enough to make another video here in a month. It may be 2 months out when we finally get the cabinets, but stay tuned. We will show you guys the process.
For more adventures on the road and in our new home, be sure to follow along on Instagram and like and subscribe here. It really helps creators like us.
Trying to play it cool. Did it just auto lock?
Yeah.